it's easier to look after people and not look after yourself. It's as simple as that. Because I knew I had a flair to help people. I could tell that I enjoyed looking after. I'm the eldest of five. I enjoyed looking after them, so I knew that I'm kind of good at that. So how it really changed was I think with sports science, I didn't. I just had to go to uni, and I was good at sport. So sports science, I had no really real interest in it. Do you know? I played football like most of my life. Still play a little bit here and there, but I didn't really like the course, if I'm being honest. So, and when I'm thinking about like the depressive symptoms, it's probably been there for a long time, but I just didn't know because I was just on the go. I was just doing stuff. But I'll tell you what happened when I was working in the cinema. In I was working in View Cinema in Fulham, and then they did a scheme with autistic kids, right? And I thought, let me just do this scheme so I don't have to work as hard. Like I thought, let me just do it. It's gonna be easy. Like it's gonna be calm. Like so that's what I did. And I went there, and then what we did, yeah, we had a cinema screen, and then it was just like autistic kid can just run around, do whatever they want. Yeah. And I used to just let them do it. And then one time, one mom and dad wrote a feedback form and sent it to the CEO of View. So then I was like, swear down, man got CEO of View. You know, I got an award and stuff like that. So I was really happy. And then they were like, I think you should do nursing. So I was like, nah, because my mum's a nurse as well. So I wasn't trying to do none of that. I was like, nah, bun that, dead that. I'm not really trying to do none of that. Like that's dead. And then because me and my mum wasn't talking, she kind of said, like we wasn't talking really, but she mentioned it, and then I thought, well, maybe we'll talk again. So I just kind of did it. So my mum helped me out a lot. Um, and then even when I went to the interviews, I apologize to any nurses who listen to this. I really couldn't give two shits whether I got it or not. I really didn't care. I literally went there, said whatever I have to say, and then they gave me the place. I said, swear down, you lot gave me the place, a whole me. I said, okay, fine. And it was, I'll tell you what, when I did my first placement in an acute ward and I saw somebody with schizophrenia, I said to myself, wow, this is mental illness. And then I was talking to him calmly. We bust joke, we're playing pool, table tennis. Then I thought, this job's all right, you know? So that, and then over the years, I just developed, build my skill. And then I had my own mental health stuff that I went through that helped me. So my job helps my mental health and my mental health helps my job. So it works hand in hand, but that's kind of how it went. So yeah, that's that question.
If you don't mind, like I'm just here, just taking in everything you're saying. And when you talk about, yeah, actually, even before I go into it, I was going to ask. So the first time you actually went to the GP, the first time, and also your lecturer talking about your mental health. I have curiosity, what race were they?
What my lecturer?
Yeah, your lecturer and also the GP you went to.
So the first GP that I went to, that was just like you know when you have a general appointment and
Yeah.
then you mention something, but they were both white anyway. The GPs were
Okay.
both white.
Okay. The only
Actually,
re
no, sorry, no. The second one wasn't white. He was like Arab, Iraqi, or Iran, or something like that.
Okay. All right. No,
And
the only
then
re
I let
no,
go
go
for
on.
it. My lecturer was like Asian background, like Indian, something like that.
Okay. And they basically referred you to a doctor again after that, did they? Or did they have a deep conversation with you to try and understand what the actual, mental health pressure points were?
No, 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 no. So my lecturer just said, go talk to a doctor or something. And then when I went to speak to the doctor, I didn't get anything back. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
So it
mm,
was very much like, oh, you're fine, take your blood pressure, like there's nothing wrong with you. So then I just kind of went back to uni, and then he was like, did you see the doctor? And I was like, yeah, 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 everything's fine. And then like Shai was saying, I had the mask for years. And I'll be honest with you, Ray and Shai, I only really 100% accepted the depression in 2020 because everybody else around me told me you're just feeling low, you're just feeling sad, it will pass, things are fine. But I get that things will pass, but this is an illness like diabetes, This is not a it's like if you had an alcohol problem, right? And you abstain for 50 years, you're still an alcoholic. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean because you stop drinking that you don't have an alcohol problem. You have an alcohol problem, but you're abstaining at the moment. And this is the same with depression. I had it first identified 2012, then 2013 again, then maybe say 2014, 2015, I started feeling a type of way. Um, then I started going to church for a bit, but then it was good. Church was good. I'm not going to knock the church. It was good for me at a point, and then I left there. And then I'd say 2016, I had a really bad time with depression, and then 2018, and then 2020. So you probably noticed there's quite a few intervals, like sort of year, 2 year. It's because that's as long as I can keep the mask on for, and then it kind of just goes downhill. So yeah. Did you have any other questions on that one?
Oh, trust me, we got loads. I'm sure. Wow.
Oh, what happened to Ray? Where's he gone?
He'll be back. I think he might have
Yeah.
just dipped real quick. What were some of the best, shall we say, tools or strategies or support that helped you through that or through navigating those different times? Or even now, what's in case, let's say, someone who's feeling the same way at the moment and they're trying to find their way out of it, the mask has just crumbled. What are some of the things that have helped you that might work for someone or that they could try or where they could go to find them?
Do you know what, Sha? I have to be so real here and say that sometimes I felt like unless I did something stupid, I wasn't going to be seen, So I often struggled with the thing of I need to do something big so that they listen to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one of the things I did was I have a couple good friends who know about everything, and I used to just meet up with them and just talk to them. But they were just one or two people. Um, I tried to play football. I think the main thing is try and find things you like doing. So I'm somebody who will fight for my mental health. So I tried different things. I tried football, church, going for walks. Do you know what I mean? I tried everything that they tell you to do. Do you know what I mean? And you find the one that works. Like one that I've found recently is running. I'm not saying that people should run, but in fact, I'm telling you, you should run. In fact, you should run. Do you know what I mean? Because I realized that sometimes the pain that I'm in, I might try and mask it with I don't drink that much, by the way, guys. I'm not alcoholic or anything, but like you might try and I'm not a self-harmer, but you might try and get pain in certain ways. And I found that running's hard. And then, if you're running and you feel the pain, it kind of mirrors the pain that you're feeling within yourself. But then some people punch stuff. I run now anyway. And then when I'm running, I'm just focused on my goal. Sometimes I have music, sometimes I don't. And I'm just in my own world. I don't have to think about anything. I just run. And it's therapy. I just run. But the main thing I'll tell people, find what you like doing and do it. I know that sounds very like basic, but literally do what you like doing. Problem is, when you're depressed, you don't want to do any of that. So I learned in CBT that you get a list of activities, right? And then you prioritize them, you rank them. So for example, like taking a shower, right? That's like a necessity, kind of, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Would you agree, Ray, is a necessity, yeah? Like, it's a necessity. So
I hope
I
so.
would prioritize. What was that?
No, definitely.
Yeah, so it's a priority. So I would say I need to prioritize showering, whereas going for a shop, like food shopping, I'd probably say that it's like it's like a medium thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know, you could like get a takeaway or something, and then another one would be like to apply for a job. So then what you do, you list all the stuff that you like doing or that you have to do, and then you kind of pick the easier ones first.